Welcome to NC State. My name is Frankie Miller, and I'm an admissions counselor in the Office of Undergraduate Admissions. I actually graduated from NC State in May of 2018 with a Bachelor of Arts in Communication and minors in both Spanish and journalism. Today, we'll be going over what it's like to be a student at NC State and an overview of the admissions process. NC State is located in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is the capital. Being about 2 to 3 miles from downtown, our students have a lot of unique opportunities that they can take advantage of while they're a student at NC State. There are a lot of different businesses downtown where students can have internships or co-op experiences, but there are also great restaurants, museums, and different concert venues that students also take advantage of on the weekends. Raleigh is a part of Research Triangle Park, which is the largest research park in the nation. NC State is the largest public institution in North Carolina, so we have about 24,000 undergraduate students, and with our graduate students, we have about 35,000. We always say, don't let that number scare you. We do have a variety of programs and opportunities to help students find their wolf pack once they get here on campus. NC State's campus is made up of 3 different campuses that you can see for yourself on our virtual tour. Main campus is where you'll spend the majority of your time as a first-year student, as we do have a first-year live-on requirement. This is where the majority of our academic buildings are, different residence halls, dining options, our student union, one of our libraries, and our gymnasium. Centennial Campus is home to our College of Engineering and our Wilson College of Textiles. This is primarily a research campus, but it's not exclusive to those 2 colleges, as there are a variety of programs and opportunities for students from all of our different academic colleges to take advantage of on Centennial. Outside of academic buildings, we do have our Lonnie Pool Golf Course, which is an Arnold Palmer signature course for anyone that likes to golf. We also have our recreational Lake Raleigh that has a beautiful walking and hiking trail around, and you can also go fishing in it as well. Centennial Campus is home to more than 100 different businesses and government agencies. So if you're looking for networking opportunities or different co-op or internship experiences, this is a great campus for you to experience. The next building I want to share with you on Centennial Campus is our Hunt Library. This is absolutely my favorite spot on NC State's campus, as it is an extremely tech-savvy library. The reason it gets so much attention and it's won so many awards is it actually has its very own book bot that goes and gets its books for you. So in this library, the metal casings you can see, they can hold up to 2 million books. Right now, we're at about 1.8 million books. With the book bot, you can request a book from your desktop or your phone, and it's brought out by the book bot to a library patron within about 5 minutes. When you go upstairs in Hunt Library, you'll see a lot of different rooms that you can reserve as a student. If you're a visual learner, Hunt Library is a great place to study because there are many dry erase tables, dry erase walls, there are virtual reality headsets, green screen rooms you can use, and also music recording studios. Our third and final part of campus is our Centennial Biomedical campus, which is home to our College of Veterinary Medicine. As an undergraduate student, you probably won't spend too much time on this campus, as it is a graduate-only program. There is a working animal farm and an emergency vet hospital that sees about 20,000 patients a year. So if veterinary medicine is something that interests you, there is the opportunity for research and exposure on this campus. NC State offers more than 100 different majors and minors that you can pursue and pair with our pre-professional advising programs that will make sure that you're staying competitive and meeting prerequisites for these programs after your undergraduate degree. Down the road from our Centennial Biomedical campus is our Carter Finley Stadium and our PNC Arena. Carter Finley is where our men's football team plays, and PNC Arena is home to our men's basketball team. We also share this space with the Carolina Hurricanes. These are some of our top recruiters that are consistently on campus recruiting NC State students. The names you see in gray are going to be the companies with the highest level of recruiting activity in most recent years. Being in Research Triangle Park and being known for our STEM programs, so science, technology, engineering, and math, you'll see companies like Amazon, Cisco, IBM, and SAS. As a student, you have access to our Career Development Center, which can help you with resumes, cover letters, and mock interviews. As a student, you also have access to ePAC, which is our career portal. Something that was great for me after I graduated NC State is I still had access to this portal where you can see different job and internship opportunities in the area, and you can also schedule interviews through it. Our motto at NC State is think and do the extraordinary. We encourage our students to not only think and do their best in terms of their coursework, but also in terms of undergraduate research. We have an undergraduate research database where you can search all of the different research opportunities that current faculty and staff are are working on. This is a great way to get involved and learn about different opportunities that might be outside of your current academic interests. Research comes in many different forms, and it doesn't have to be in a lab with test tubes. To be honest, research is nothing that I ever thought I would be involved in, but I actually did paid research with my Spanish professor during my senior year. My version of test tubes was actually voice recorders, and I was interviewing Spanish speakers and analyzing sound waves on my laptop. It's very easy to get involved with research at NC State, and we would encourage you to think and do your best in terms of undergraduate research. With the many different research opportunities going on our campus, it's not surprising we've had more than 125 startups and spinoffs come out of NC State. Our undergraduate entrepreneurship program is ranked 10th in the nation, and there are many different opportunities for students interested in entrepreneurship to get involved on NC State's campus. On our Centennial Campus, we have our Entrepreneurship Garage, also known as the E-Garage, where some local entrepreneurs actually have their offices. This is a great place for students to collaborate and learn from entrepreneurs to learn how to better get their businesses started. One of our most notable startups to come out of NC State is Transloc. Transloc is the GPS tracking app that tracks our campus transportation here, also known as the Wolf Line. Transloc is really helpful for our students, as it tells you when the next bus is coming and how full it is. Our Wolf Line bus system goes between our 3 different campuses and can also take you within a 3-mile radius of our campus. If you're ever traveling to our Centennial Campus from main campus, you can take the Wolf Line. This app will tell you when the next bus is coming and how full it is. So on days when it's very cold or rainy, it's great because you know the last possible minute you can walk out of your residence hall and still be to class on time. NC State offers more than 200 different study abroad programs. If you're looking to go for a semester or a summer or even a week, we do offer alternative service learning breaks that students can take advantage of over either fall break or spring break. Our NC State European Center in Prague, Czech Republic could be a great program for you if you want to study abroad but you want the familiarity of home. Through this program, you'll take from NC State professors alongside NC State peers, but you'll just be in a new, beautiful country. NC State offers more than 700 different student organizations. These are similar to what you may be involved in high school right now. These organizations come in many different forms, whether it be academic honor societies, cultural organizations, religious organizations, intramural sports, or we also have fraternity and sorority life. I was heavily involved in both my academic honor society and my sorority while I was a student here at NC State. The leadership experience and hands-on experience that I gained through both of these organizations was invaluable to me right after I graduated. Employers want to know what you learned in the classroom, but also what experience you had doing this in the workplace. You're probably wondering where you can learn about all of these 700 different organizations. You can see a full list of our student organizations on our website, but we also have what's called Wolfpack Welcome Week when you get on campus as a first-year student. Wolfpack Welcome Week is a string-long week of events that are helped to get you transitioned and acclimated to campus. Throughout this week, there is a student involvement fair that's held in our student union, and you can get to speak with and learn more about all of the different organizations on NC State's campus. At the end of Wolfpack Welcome Week, we have Packapalooza. This is a big block party that's held on Hillsborough Street, and there's a concert at our bell tower. We light the bell tower red, there are fireworks, and it's just a great start to kick off the school year and to learn more about the Wolfpack. Switching over to the more academic side, these are going to be our top 10 majors from our most recent freshman class. As you can see, there are some STEM majors, but you'll also see some humanities majors as well. As I mentioned, I was a communication major when I was here at NC State, and about 43% of our students are not currently studying a STEM major. One major that I'd love to draw your attention to is exploratory studies. This is similar to an undecided program here at NC State. More than 20% of our students enter in exploratory studies each year. This could be a great major for you if you're not totally sure what you're interested in pursuing, but you know you want to be at NC State. The advising programs within exploratory studies are ranked nationally. Now I'm going to walk you through what you need to have a complete application with NC State. First and foremost, you need to create an application through either Common App or Coalition. These are 2 different websites where you can submit an application to NC State. It's going to be the same application. We don't have a preference. You just need to choose Common App or Coalition. Next, there is an $85 application fee. This fee can be waived. If you qualify, you just need to have a conversation with your high school counselor, and he or she can get that documentation sent over to us to have the fee waived. NC State is test optional for spring and fall 2021 applicants. You'll have the opportunity on your application to indicate whether or not you will be submitting test scores for consideration in our application review. You won't be disadvantaged if you don't submit scores, and for this year, test scores will only be used to enhance your application. If you choose to do so, you can self-report your SAT or ACT scores on the application or through your WolfPaw portal. We will need your official high school transcript. This will be sent directly from your high school counselor. That will be everything you need to have a complete application with NC State. Please note we do not require recommendation letters, but we do accept them. Our early action deadline for our first-year applicants is November 1st. We encourage all of our students to apply early action to take advantage of different priority consideration opportunities. If you apply by November 1st, you will receive your decision January 30th. If you are interested in a studio-based major, please note that November 1st is your only deadline to apply to NC State. If you are interested in a studio-based major, you must also submit a 10-piece portfolio and a design essay. If you are interested in the honors program or the scholars program, we also encourage you to apply by November 1st. If you find out January 30th that you have been admitted and you meet the criteria for the honors program or the scholars program, you will be invited to apply to those programs. The honors program focuses on enrichment inside the classroom, and at the end of your time in the program, you complete a capstone project. The Scholars Program focuses on enrichment outside the classroom. I was a member of the Scholars Program while I was a student here at NC State, and I got to attend and learn from many different seminars on our campus. If you're interested in financial aid or scholarships, we would also encourage you to apply by November 1st to receive priority consideration for both of these opportunities. Our regular decision deadline is January 15th, and you will hear back about your decision March 30th. Please note that neither of these decisions are binding, so if you apply to NC State and find out you've been admitted, you just need to let us know if you're coming by May 1st, which is our confirmation date. We review applications very holistically at NC State, so I'm going to walk you through what we look for when we review an application. First and foremost, we'll look at your academic achievement. We want to see that you're taking advantage of whatever rigorous courses your high school offers, whether that be AP classes, dual enrollment classes at a local community college or other institution, honors classes, or the IB program. We like to see that you're challenging yourself, but that you're doing well in these classes. We like to see A's and B's, but of course we would prefer more A's. If your high school ranks, that is something we will take into consideration, but you are not at a disadvantage if your high school does not rank. For reference, more than 50% of our students from last year's class fell within the top 20% of their high school class. As I mentioned, we do require either ACT or SAT scores. When you submit your application to NC State, you can self-report whatever test scores you have up until that date. For fall and spring 2021 applicants who may choose to not submit test scores for consideration in the review process, you will still be eligible for scholarships and financial aid. About 2 weeks after you submit your application, you'll receive your WolfPaw portal, which is a website where you can track the status of your application. If you have any additional test scores you need to report, you can do it through your WolfPaw portal. For reference, the middle 50% of last year's class fell between a 1270 and a 1410 on the SAT and between a 27 and a 32 on the ACT. If you are admitted to NC State and choose to enroll, we will require your official test scores. We do take into consideration the program that you're applying into. At NC State, we admit you directly into the program you select on your application. As a first-year applicant, you will be able to select a first-choice major and a second-choice major. We encourage you to select 2 different majors because if we find you are not competitive for your first choice, we would then review you for your second choice. These are just 2 different programs you would be interested in pursuing at NC State. We do take into consideration your accomplishments and involvement outside of the classroom. We understand that as high school students, you don't just do homework all the time, and you're very busy in your communities making a difference. If you work, play sports, you're in the marching band, or you provide childcare or help out with your family business, please share that with us. We would love to know who you are outside of the classroom. We also take into consideration your background and opportunities. We understand that no 2 high schools are the same and they do not have the same opportunities for their students. This is something that we will take into consideration during the review process. Last but not least, we do have a required essay for our first-year applicants. You'll be able to select from different prompts on either Common App or Coalition. We encourage you to share your story, so anything that you think your application would not be complete without, please share that with us, whether it be any unique experiences, obstacles, or anything you're passionate about. We understand that a big part of where you're going to go to school is how you're going to fund it. NC State is consistently ranked a top 10 best value public institution, and in North Carolina, we're ranked #1 for return on student investment. For a full breakdown of tuition and fees, we would encourage you to visit our website to use a cost calculator to provide the most accurate cost estimate for your family. We would encourage you to apply by November 1st if you're interested in scholarship opportunities. If you apply by November 1st and find out you're admitted on January 30th, you can then begin applying for scholarships through PAC Assist, which is our scholarship portal. The priority deadline for scholarships is February 15th. For fall and spring 2021 applicants who may choose to not submit test scores for consideration in the review process, you will still be eligible for scholarships and financial aid. Our two most prestigious scholarship programs at NC State are the Goodnight Scholars Program and the Park Scholarship Program. Both of these programs have an additional application, and you must apply by November 1st to be considered. The Goodnight Scholars Program is for students from North Carolina low to middle income families who plan on pursuing a STEM or a STEM education-based major. The Park Scholars Program can go to a student from any United States high school, and it's awarded on the basis of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. For the Park Scholarship, you must either be nominated by your high school or self-nominate. We encourage all students to apply for the FAFSA as it can only help you, it can't hurt you. You will be able to accept or deny any of the funding that you are awarded. Thank you so much for your interest in NC State. We would encourage you to check out the rest of our website and go on our virtual tour. If you have any additional questions, we would encourage you to reach out to our office at undergrad-admissions@ncsu.edu. You also have the opportunity to register for a virtual information session or an appointment through this site. Thank you so much for watching. Go Pack!